Hey guys, today I've got a great exercise for any of you who spend extended periods of time during your day sitting down behind a desk, on a laptop, driving your car, driving any machinery, anything where we tend to be forward with our head and neck. If you get headaches, neck and upper back issues, this exercise here is going to be really, really great for you to do either first thing in the morning or at the end of a long day before you go to bed. Simply all we need is a pillow. We don't want anything too big, but it needs to be high enough to raise our chest and our torso. And we're going to sit our butt right on the edge of the pillow. From here, I'm just going to lay myself straight down the middle and let my head and neck relax and find the floor. The first checkpoint here is my chin. I need my chin pointing straight to the roof, so we can't have our head too far back, and I don't want my chin tucked into my chest. I want to have a nice even gap here with my chin pointed straight towards the roof. From this position here, I'm going to take my elbows out to 90 degrees and I'm going to let my hands fall down by my side. Now, for those of you who find this a little bit too tough, you might find your hands up here somewhere you can't quite get it to the floor. We just grab a towel and place that underneath that forearm there, and that'll just take a little tension away. If you need something high, just grab an extra pillow or something underneath that to put that to a point where you can relax that arm comfortably by your side at 90 degrees. Okay, so from this position here, I'm gonna just lift my butt up in the air a little bit and tuck my bum underneath. So I'm trying to flatten out my back and just release that back to the floor. This takes away any extra rib flare or any arch in my lower back, okay? From this position, we take a nice long exhalation. We just relax everything. There's no tension in my body, and I'm going to slowly breathe all the air out of my mouth until I start to feel my side abs engaged. Once I get to that point, we don't want to squeeze too hard. The last thing you want to do is draw your rib cage down by squeezing these front or your six-pack abs, okay? From here, we take a nice, gentle breath in through your nose. We're going to place your tongue onto the roof of your mouth, and we're going to slowly, for 5 to 10 seconds, inhale. As we inhale, we want to feel like we are expanding our entire rib cage in front of your chest. And exhale. Now, the main key point here is there's no tension in your neck. So as we breathe in, don't try and breathe in too hard. If you feel any tension in your neck, try and soften your breath a little bit. And we breathe in for 5 to 10. So tongue's on the roof of your mouth. Expand the rib cage, feel the air, fill your lungs. And then we open our mouth, let the air fall out. We exhale slowly until we begin to feel the side abs contract. We don't want to squeeze here. We don't want to let our ribs flare out too far, okay? We want to just take a nice exhalation, tongue to the roof of your mouth again, and we breathe in. Now, we're going to get a little bit more active. So the second piece to the movement here is to bring my hands by my side. I'm going to bring my elbows into the floor. From this position here, I'm going to push my elbows about a 3 out of 10 into the floor and just feel the muscles in my upper back contract and switch on. I don't want to get to a point here where I'm pushing my ribs out and I'm really straining and struggling. I just want to have some slight tension in that musculature in my back. From here now, maintaining the pressure into my elbows and into the floor, I'm going to again take a nice deep breath in through my nose with my tongue on the roof of my mouth. My head and neck is nice and relaxed. I'm trying to expand and fill my rib cage with that constant pressure of my elbows into the floor, and then I'm going to exhale. We let the air fall out. I want to get to that point again where I feel my side abs contract and breathe in. And exhale. Now we want to do this for 3 to 5 breath cycles, and then if you can, we go back to our starting point. Elbows at shoulder height apart. We let those forearms fall to the floor. Remember, we can use the towel if we need to give our arms some support. And then we're going to sit here again for another 3 to 5 breath cycles, just nice and relaxed. You may even feel some of that tension already start to go out of your shoulders by the time you get back to this piece. Now, if you do struggle with your head and neck during this, you can feel that neck tension. What I want you to do is get a slightly smaller towel than I had before for my arm, and I'm going to place this under my neck. So I want to fill the space in my neck here. So it needs to be big enough to do that, but not big, not too big that my head is off the floor. My chin goes straight to the ceiling, and we find that same spot here with a nice deep breath. That should feel nice. It fills that space there, and it helps you to give your neck a little bit of extra support. If you have any questions, or would you like me to do another video on a different body part, please leave me a message in the comments. So